Well, you know, I mean, that's what we do in philosophy. We question assumptions, and we don't take anything for granted. So we've got to clarify our meanings. We got to know what we believe and why. And so one of the questions is, what do you know? What do you know for absolute certain? So, you know, the question is, what do you know for absolute certainty?
I know I'm Ashley Smith.
How do you know that?
Because that's what everyone calls me. That's what I've always been called. That's what's on my birth certificate. That's what my mom calls me. I'm sure that I'm Ashley Smith.
Birth certificates can have mistakes on them, or even be forged. Babies can be accidentally switched in the hospital. You might have been switched. I've read about those things happening. You probably have too. And, you know, people can call you lots of names. Does that mean it's your real name? Just because people call you that? Or your mom calls you that?
But regardless what they call me, I'm still the same physical person. So I am me. I'm certain of that.
So you know that you exist right now. At this moment, you know you exist. That's what you're saying? How do you know that?
I can see what's around me. I have memories of doing things through the years. I can remember when I was 10. I can remember when I was 10 years old and playing with my cousins. I remember going to work yesterday, driving to school this morning. I do exist. I remember the things that happened in my life.
So you're saying that because you seem to remember things, images, impressions, that make up a consistent story in a convincing way, even though they're not happening right now, you're not sensing that right now, but you remember things that seem to confirm what you believe. That makes you absolutely sure that all these things that have happened, that they're absolutely true. Is that what you're saying? That all your memories, yeah, the memories seem to be a key, almost, a key to you knowing with absolute certainty that you are who you say you are. And that the events that you remember actually occurred. And it occurred the way you remember it occurring. Is that what you're basing your certainty on?
Not just my memories. My memories were made up of my present moments, like right now. I can see you. I can hear you. I can feel myself breathing and talking. I definitely exist now, right?
But how do you know you can see me and hear me right now at this moment? How do you know you feel yourself breathing? How do you know you have memories? These memories that you're basing all your life on. How do you know they're accurate? Or actually even represent real events that actually happened?
What? I just know.
How do you know you're really here at this moment? That you are who you think you are? That you live the life you think you're living? How do you know these things? Our senses, if you're basing it on your senses, our minds, basing it on conscious awareness, We could sense all kinds of things, but if we're not conscious of them, our conscious awareness, our beliefs, all of those things can be manipulated. In fact, they're easily manipulated, by charlatans, by magicians, by psychologists, by your parents, by the news media, by salespeople, politicians. Shoot, late night comedians can manipulate the way you think and have you believe something is true. You might not consider it absolutely true, but put all these things together and that's what you're basing your absolute certainty on. That what you're experiencing right now is a little different than how you're constructing your world from memories. But you still are saying that you're absolute certain that you are who you think you are? That this is really happening? How do you know this, what we're sensing right now, is really happening? And it's not some kind of illusion, some kind of dream, some kind of virtual reality, parallel reality, other dimension. I mean, that's what quantum physicists imply, those types of things, right?
So, Mr. Carter, what are you saying? That I don't exist? That this is not real?
No. I'm trying to make you aware of your assumptions. Things that we assume are true, but we never really think about. We never really question. We just buy into it. It's just automatic. Let's do a little exercise. Okay. We're going to try to make ourselves aware, super aware, real sensitive. So we do that by first take a deep breath and relax. Just relax. Be awake at this moment. As awake as you can be, here and now. What are you really feeling? What are you really sensing? Who are you? How did you get here? Relax and pay attention. Sense this moment. Relax, relax. What do you feel? What's really going on?
You can find all that out on the website.
Lakeisha, are you with me? We need those accounts payable out today. Do you think you can do that?
Oh, right, Miss Thompson. I'm on it.
Okay, I'm counting on you.
Now, what was I doing? Gosh, that was a weird feeling. They're all done. Now, where was I? Where was I?
Where am I? Where are we?
Johnson, you still with me?
I'm with you, Sergeant. I just lost my bearings for a second. What's going on?
We've walked into an ambush. That's what's going on. They're waiting for us. We gotta retreat. We've already lost McDonald and Krasinski. You ready? Let's just you and me left, Johnson. Here we go. Ready? Go!
Huh? Oh, okay. What size is that again?
13 millimeter. Are you daydreaming down there, dumbass?
So, Ashley,
What?
the question is, how do you know who you really are? Doesn't it have something to do with that we're consciously aware of this moment? That whatever you're aware of in the here and now, especially if you're suddenly aware of being here and now, and you're flooded with memories of how you got here, what you're doing here, who you are, who the people around you are, that's pretty convincing. Is it real? Are you convinced that wherever you are is the real world, and that is really you, or the same you that was aware 5 minutes ago or yesterday? Are you following me?
Forget it.
Anyway, class, that's a little taste of metaphysics, metaphysical questions, epistemological questions. In the philosophy of science, you look at the implications of some of the conclusions that these scientists have arrived at, which, like some of the ideas in quantum mechanics, etc. So, we'll see you all next week, and have a good day. Okay.